The patient in question most likely suffers from clinical paranoia. It's not confirmed yet, but in my mind there is no doubt about it. I've had my fair share treating patients with this disease, and all signs point to it being the same thing here. With the recent outbreak also, it's not surprising. It's not common at the very least, but it tends to pop up in patients who are already prone to anxiety issues and schizophrenia in some cases. Regarding the specifics of the case, we are talking about a young woman who lives in a secluded village alone, and her family has moved away about 3 years ago. It's a slippery slope, being alone at such a time. According to the young woman, the first time that she felt uncomfortable was when she was walking home from work, and she got a text notification on her phone about the recent outbreak having its first case in Romania. The reaction then was what you would expect from most people, trying the very best that one can do in such a case, trying to stay clean. It's the least one can do. Now that would have been fine, if it hadn't progressed to a deeper, darker place. As the first time, she was walking home one day, reading a text message, then searching it up on the internet, on that there was a recent spike in cases in her country. Like the previous time, she was going for the hand sanitizer, but she described it as a plague doctor figure. But it didn't just stop there. The patient also described feelings of unease at nighttime. When in the middle of the night, she would hear something. And that was when the patient had contacted the authorities, told them to investigate because someone had broken into her home at night and stalked her. But they didn't find anything. Despite this, she still claimed that this doctor, was after her. I mean, I just don't know how it's possible. I've seen him multiple times in my house, outside, everywhere. I don't care if nobody has seen him. I saw him, I saw it, whatever it is. Even when he wasn't there, actually, I sensed him. I just could not feel trapped or shadowed or, I don't know. I was becoming obsessed with him. I was drawing him, I was thinking of him, I just couldn't escape. There were times when I saw him. But then he would just disappear. And it was then that I decided that I would just get help because it was horrible. But when I started walking, I wasn't crazy. I sensed his arm on me. And I just started running. And that's what I did. I just ran. I ran. And sometimes I looked back, but I didn't even say anything because I was so focused on just getting away from him. Then 5 minutes after running, I stopped and looked back. And again, there was nobody. What? And I remember that I just tried to catch my breath. I just stood still there for a second. But I turned again and I saw him. At that point, I think I was running for like a few hours because I literally watched the sunset just right in front of me. But again, there was nobody when I turned around. I don't know. The doctor says it's paranoia or a mix of paranoia and schizophrenia. But sometimes I just still wonder if he's watching, waiting.
Do I think it's a real person? I mean, it's a small village. Even if it wasn't paranoia, who could it be?